Hey guys, Plays with Trucks here, coming at you from the Trucks Customs Garage. I'm going to do a video today. It's a little different than what I normally do. I know I've seen some of these similar type videos out in the community from some other builders, but I was talking to a community member a few months back. He had mentioned to me that a third community member had been looking for a different kit, and he's asking if I had one. I told him yeah, we were going to do something, but it just kind of died out. I don't know why the communication stopped, but it did. Probably both of us just got busy and stuff. But then a couple weeks ago, I remembered that, so I contacted the member that was looking for the kit. Asked them if they were still looking for that kit, because I happen to have one in my stash, and happened to be a kit that I'm probably not going to build. I picked it up and just never got around to it. So I was like, well, I got this kit here and I don't know when I'm going to build it, so I think I'm going to contact him, go ahead and get this kit over to him. So I sent that kit to him. But it got me thinking, because whenever I sent it to him, he asked me, he said, hey, are you looking for anything particular? And you know, it got my wheels turning up here, so I thought I'd go ahead and think about it a little bit. So what I did is I put together a list, and it's just kind of a question: what's your favorite kit? I know Dr. Cranky's put that out there, his top 5, top 10, stuff like that. And you know, CT, he throws some questions out there at you, and I'm sure some of you other guys have too. So this is kind of my question video. What's on kind of your wish list that you don't have, would like to have? There's a lot of older kits that aren't made anymore that I'm sure a lot of us would like to get our hands on. So that's what this is going to be. This is going to be my 10 that I want to get a hold of. So, and I got my list here, so if you guys see me looking off, this may actually be 11, but we'll see here, because I got one that's kind of 2 different categories, or 2 different kits fit in the same category, you might say. Alright, so probably the biggest kit, or the kit that I'd like to have the most, and it's hard to get a hold of, it's really expensive, and I have no idea why they don't remake it, but it's like a 72 step-side Chevy / GMC kit. I really like that kit. I think it's a nice kit, and you know, those are real hard to get a hold of. So you know, I think I've seen them for $100, $120, you know, on the internet and stuff. I just do not have one of those in my stash, and I am not going to pay that kind of money for it. But that's one I wish that they would come back out with. This next one is I don't have it. They just re-released it. It's been released I don't know how many times, but it's that 55 Ford panel. Probably my all-time favorite kit is the 55 monogram Ford F100 pickup truck. That's probably my all-time favorite kit. I know it's kind of a, you know, it's not a super detailed kit, but I really enjoy building that kit. But that 55 panel, I like it too. It's basically the same truck, but a panel version. That's a pretty cool kit right there. The next one's going to be the 54 Chevy panel, and I know those are somewhat available. They may actually be out on the market right now. I haven't actively been looking for one recently until I started putting this list together, but every time I roll through it, I had one that I could have picked up recently about 6-8 months ago, but I passed because I had a friend that was really interested in it too, and the guy who had it, he wanted a little more for it than I thought it was worth and wanted to pay for it, but so the other guy was willing to pay it, I think, and he went ahead and picked it up. The next one is the Datsun. It's like late 70s. I think they made it until the mid 80s. There is the single cab version that's out now, and I do have that kit, but I want the extended cab version. Those are a lot harder to get a hold of. They have a 4-wheel drive, and they have a 2-wheel drive lowrider, and I think that 2-wheel drive lowrider is molded in yellow. I don't know how many times it's been released, but that's a really cool kit, and it's hard to find. That one's really cool. I've seen it around, not very often, but I've seen it around. The 40 Ford Sedan Delivery, I believe AMT puts that out. That's a pretty cool kit. So I like that one there, and I don't know its particular. This next one is the 53 AMT Ford, and I know that they just re-released it soon. I just haven't picked one up. Sometimes with these kits, here's what I do is I'll go down to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever I go to pick up a kit. I'll see they have it in stock, and I want the kit, but I don't pick it up. I'm like, well, I can go ahead and get it later or something like that. But then I never wind up picking it up, and they clearance it out, and then I have to go hunting for it at the shows, which I'd prefer to do anyway. I prefer to pick up from other guys or, you know, at the shows, help them out. The next one, again, that's that. Well, the next one I have on my list, I've listed twice. That's at Datsun. I think there's a California Cruiser version that's pretty hard to get a hold of. That goes back in with that other Datsun. There is a 1980 Ford F-150 step side. They've got one out as like a Night Rider, and they've got some other versions. And this is kind of the one that's two kits in one. There is also a Chevy step side about the same year. That's a four-wheel drive version, and it's similar body style to that 72, because they didn't change that body style for a while. It was out there for a pretty good. I think it was out until 87, from like early 70s to 87, somewhere along those lines. That was a long run on that. And that first one I said 72, it might be a 74, but I'm pretty sure it's a 72 GMC kit. I didn't write it down, duh. The next one is the early 80s to, it started, I think it came out in 83, 84, the Chevy S10 pickup, and it went till like 92. It's the squared off nose, not the rounded off nose. They made the Cyclone based on it in the GMC version, and I have the Cyclone in the Lindbergh 120th, but I want the 125th. Pretty sure Revell puts it out. I think they put it out as a Wave Runner. Let's see what I write down here. I didn't write it down, but I think they call it a Wave Runner or something. It's green. That one's got a little bit different grill, a little bit different. I think it's got like a bumper cover on it, which is pretty cool. But the other Chevys, there was a bunch of them put out. They just haven't been releasing them here recently. This one I believe is still available. It's the 99 Chevy Silverado, and there's a whole bunch of versions in that. I'd like to get a hold of the one with the Wave Runner. That one's pretty cool because it's already pre-lowered and everything. But that one with the Wave Runner is really nice. I like it. And then there's a, this may be the only, well, this is just one I threw in there, but this may be the only non-truck on the list, and that's the 32 Ford Roadster Street Rod. And I actually built that one when I was a kid. Well, actually, the version that I built was the yellow one with the black and orange flames on it. So I don't think I think that was released in the early 90s, so I was in my 20s then. But there's some other versions. There's also like a 34 that I think AMT puts out that's got some really nice wheels in it. They're like chrome with like the half moon hubcap in the center and everything. And that's a really cool kit. And I believe that one you can still pick up pretty easily. But those, and not all of these are hard to get a hold of. Again, these are just some of the kits that I'd like to get a hold of. So what I'd like for you guys to do is I would like for you guys to put some videos out there of maybe your top 5 or your top 10, just, you know, give the community an idea of what you're wanting to do. If you guys see me blinking my right eye a lot, my contact is bothering me. They might have been in there too long. It's a different contact than what I normally wear. I'm trying out a different set, some extended wears, and they're not breathables, and they're just not as comfortable as my new ones or my standard ones that I wear, but I'm waiting on a new box. So I was like, well, I'll try out the extended wear and see if I like them and maybe go with them, because in the long run they're cheaper to buy. But hey, it's not always about money. Sometimes it's about comfort, right? So that's it, guys. That's it for today. Just wanted to throw this video out there. This is Plays with Trucks, aka James, just hanging out in the Trucks Customs garage. I hope you guys are having a great summer. Today is what, the 6th? The night of July 6th, 2015. Just got back from vacation, and I'm going to post up some video that I took when I was out there and show you guys some of the beautiful Florida scenery and where we hung out for our 4th of July family vacation, and just show you guys some of that and let you know what we've been up to. Thanks, guys. You have a wonderful day. God bless.